Oh, no. Mom! Mom!
What's wrong?
Somebody stole my bicycle.
Stolen? Right out of the backyard?
And it was locked.
Oh, look at the lock. They just cut right through it.
Those rotten thieves.
Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I know how much you love that bike.
Do you think we'll ever get it back?
I don't know. But I think we better report the robbery to the police. Let's go in the house and call right away.
Okay.
Sweetheart, could you get the telephone?
Okay. Should I dial 911?
No, 911 is only for emergencies.
But this is an emergency.
Well, the police might not think so. Let's look for another number.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what we need. Non-emergency calls. 665-3321. Hello?
Police crime reports.
Yes, I'd like to report a stolen bicycle.
Can you give me your name, address, and telephone number, please?
Yes, my name is Tasha Starsky, S-T-A-R-S-K-I. My address is 189 Rosemary Avenue. And my telephone number is 662-3894.
And when was the bicycle stolen?
I think it was sometime last night.
Was there anything else taken?
I don't think so. Well, I didn't check.
Okay, we'll send an officer out to get the details. If there's anything else missing, you can report it then.
Okay. Thanks, I appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye now.
Well, it may be a little while before the police come. Would you like a little snack? Some juice and cookies?
Thanks. Mom, should I get the serial number?
From the bike?
Yes.
You have it?
Yes, I wrote it in my diary.
Well, that's a good idea.
I'll be right back.
So you found the lock out here this morning?
Yes, they just cut right through it.
I didn't think they'd take a locked bicycle.
I don't think this lock would stop anyone.
I thought it was a strong lock.
I'm sorry, Lisa. These thieves knew what they were doing. Now, what kind of bike was it?
It was a mountain bike. I got it for my birthday.
Do you have the serial number?
Yes, we do. Lisa.
879-3961-28KS.
879-3961-28KS?
Yes, that's right.
Was it a new bike?
No, it was a used one.
It's about 3 years old. We got it from a friend.
And what color was it?
It was pink with silver fenders.
It was a Nishiki something.
Nishiki Apache.
Okay, I have that. Now, Miss Starsky, do you have house insurance?
Yes, of course.
Your insurance company should replace stolen or damaged property. I'll give you a copy of my report to give to them.
Oh, thank you, officer. And I'll check with the insurance company.
Okay.
Do you think we'll ever get my bike back?
If we're lucky, we may find your bike in a few days or a month, but we may never find it, Lisa.
You mean I'll never see my bike again?
I'm sorry, that may happen.
Mom, what will we do?
Well, maybe we can borrow one from the neighbors for now. And when will the copy of the report be ready for the insurance company?
Tomorrow afternoon? We'll do our best to find your bike, Lisa.
Thanks.
And even if we don't find it, the insurance company will help us get another bike.
A red Nishiki with silver fenders?
If we are lucky.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Right, bye-bye. Hi, how can I help you?
Hi, I'd like to return this answering machine.
I see, and you have a receipt.
Yes, here. I bought it last week.
And what seems to be the problem?
It doesn't work.
It doesn't play your messages.
No, I mean, yes. There seems to be something wrong with the recording mechanism.
And how is that?
It only records 1 or 2 messages, and then it cuts off. I can only get 2 messages.
Let's check it out. Power plug goes in here, telephone goes in here, and this goes to the phone outlet.
That's the way I had it.
Good. Let's check the outgoing message.
You have reached 278-5534. Please leave a message and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. That part works well. It's the incoming messages that get cut off.
Are there any messages on the machine now?
Yes, but it only recorded 1.5 messages.
Right. Let's look at the incoming message tape. Outgoing message, incoming message. Ah, here's the problem.
What is it?
The tapes are in the wrong places.
Wrong places?
That's right. The outgoing message tape is very short, and it should be on this side. The longer tape should be on this side.
Oh, I understand. So the shorter tape is cutting the messages off.
Right. So if we just reverse the tapes, everything should be okay. Would you like me to go over the operating instructions?
No, I don't think it's necessary now. The tapes are in the right place, so everything should be okay.
I think you're right. Anyway, the instructions are in the manual if you need them.
Okay, great. I guess I don't have to return it now.
No, it should be okay.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, you're welcome. If you have any other problems, just let me know.
I will.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello. Can I help you?
Yes, I want to fly to Prince George.
Certainly. When do you want to go?
I have to be there for a meeting on the morning of the 19th.
The earliest flight on the 19th arrives at 9:30 in the morning.
Oh, that's too late. I have to be there for a flower show competition at 9. What flights do you have on the 18th?
What time?
The afternoon's fine.
Okay, I have a flight that arrives in Prince George at 8 o'clock in the evening.
That's perfect. Can you book that for me, please?
Yes, of course.
And is there a meal on that flight?
Yes, there is.
Is there a selection?
Yes, there is a regular meal or a vegetarian dish. Which would you prefer?
I'll take the vegetarian, please.
Certainly.
And I'd like an aisle seat, please.
An aisle seat? Yes.
Good. And I'd like to rent a car at the airport. Could you arrange that for me?
No, I'm sorry, but you can use the courtesy phone in the lobby to make the reservation.
Oh, that's okay. I'll call from work.
And when do you want to return from Prince George?
I have to be back on the 19th after the competition. Do you have any late afternoon departures?
Yes, I have a flight that leaves Prince George at 5 o'clock and arrives here at 7:30.
That's fine.
So, departing for Prince George on the 18th at 5:30 and returning from Prince George on the 19th at 5 o'clock.
Yes, that's good.
Please call this number to confirm your flight. The confirmation should be made a few days prior to travel.
Yes, of course.
So that comes to $525 with the tax. How would you like to pay for that?
I'll pay by check.
That will be fine.
So today's the 9th, and that's $525.
That's right.
Good shot, Wendy. You win again. Okay. Well, thanks for the game, Mensuri. Oh, I've got to go. Okay, well, I'll see you next week.
Sure. How about Monday?
I can't Monday. I've got to take my niece to her dance lesson. How about Tuesday?
Tuesday I'm working. I think Wednesday's okay.
Wednesday sounds good, but I'd like to check my calendar.
Sure. Okay, I'll call you later.
Okay. See you around.
Okay.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Manuel.
Hi, Mansuri.
Hi, Manuel.
How was your game?
Oh, it was good. Wendy gave me a great workout.
Yeah?
How about you?
I think I'm getting a cold.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, I always get one this time of year.
Maybe it's allergies.
Maybe. It's hard to tell. Otherwise, I'm okay.
Well, are you feeling well enough to play another game of tennis?
I am, but I can't right now. I have to go to work at 3 o'clock.
Well, maybe some other time.
Yeah, sure, I'd like that. Oh, by the way, I'm having a party. Would you and Allie like to come?
A party? When?
Yeah, Saturday night, around 8 o'clock.
We'd love to come, but we promised to babysit my sister's son.
Well, children are invited, too.
Well, I'll check with my sister. Will other children be there?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he might be bored if there aren't any other children there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Well, I'll check with my sister, and if she can get someone else, we'd love to come. We'll let you know.
Sure thing. I hope you can come.
Me too. Oh, can we bring anything?
Yeah, I appreciate that. Could you bring a dessert?
I'd be happy to.
Okay, well, thanks, Mansura, and I hope to see you Saturday night then.
I hope so too.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
He just watches such catch.
Yeah, I think
Okay, everybody, I think we should get started. First of all, thanks for coming out tonight to volunteer for our hot meals program.
I thought we were just here for the free cookies.
I can see that. Anyway, we're here to set up a hot meals program for people in our community who are shut in, who can't get around and make meals for themselves.
Can you tell us how many people in town are shut-ins?
I think there are about 40 or 60 people who need our help.
Oh, that's astounding.
I didn't know there were so many.
That's just an estimate. There may be more.
Can you tell us how many meals we'll be delivering to begin with?
We plan to start out by delivering 30 meals each week.
That sounds manageable.
How can we help?
We'll need volunteers in 3 different areas. First, we need people to pick up the groceries. Second, we need people to cook the meals. And we need drivers to deliver the meals.
That will keep us quite busy.
We'll need more volunteers later on, but at least we can get started.
That's right. So, can I ask who's interested in delivering the meals?
I can drive.
I can drive too. I have a van.
I can drive on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but I can't drive on Tuesday or Thursday.
Can you tell us what time of day we'll be making the deliveries?
Yes, the meals will be ready for pickup from the community center at 5 o'clock each afternoon.
Sorry, I can't drive. I have other commitments.
Okay, so we have 2 people. Now can I ask who's interested in preparing the meals?
Can you tell us where the meals will be prepared?
The meals will be prepared at the community center in our kitchen.
Okay, I'll volunteer. I have experience as a cook. I was a cook in a logging camp.
Great.
I'm an experienced cook, too, but I'll need to get a babysitter for my children.
My mother's looking after my children. I could ask her to look after your children, too.
That would be great. Thanks.
Good. Now I'm looking for volunteers to pick up the groceries.
Can you tell us when the groceries have to be picked up?
Sure can. The groceries have to be picked up on Monday mornings.
From where?
From the food depot by the bus station.
I'm free on Monday, and I have a station wagon. I can pick up the groceries.
That's great.
And I can also help with the cooking on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Good. So let's work out the schedules. The groceries will be picked up on Mondays by Anna. The cooks for that day will be Anthony and Mia. And the driver for that day will be Jerry.
Hi, good afternoon. How can I help you?
I'd like to open an account.
Okay.
Could you give me some information on the different types of accounts?
Of course. What would you like to know?
I'd like to know which accounts give me good withdrawal flexibility and also good interest.
All right. There are a few accounts that you may be interested in. Let me go through your options with you.
Thanks. It's so hard to make a decision just from a brochure.
Okay. So one of our popular accounts is the daily interest account.
A daily interest account. What kind of interest rate does that give me?
Okay. Right now, daily interest account gives 3.5% interest.
3.5%.
Yes, and you can make daily deposits and withdrawals.
Are there any accounts with higher interest rates?
Yes, with the checking savings account, you would get 4% interest.
4%. What if I had a package account?
All right, with the package account, your interest rate would be lower. It would be around 3%.
3%. It's not as good as the checking savings.
No, that's right. The interest rate is better with the checking savings account.
Could I ask you a few more questions?
Of course.
Could you tell me, if I had a package account, could I write checks?
Yes, with a package account, you can order personalized checks.
And would I be charged a fee for each check that I wrote?
No, you would pay a fee of $9 per month, and that would cover all of your transactions, including the check writing.
And if I had a checking savings account, would I be charged each time I wrote a check, or would there be a monthly fee?
There would be a 50-cent service charge per check and no monthly charge.
And after I've opened an account, let's say the checking savings, could I change it to another type of account?
Yes, you can always change to another type of account anytime you need to. There would just be a small service charge.
Right.
Okay, anything else?
I don't think so.
All right, would you like to open an account today?
Yes, I would.
And what type of account have you decided on?
The checking and savings.
No problem.
Oh, I would like to deposit this check.
Okay, we need to fill out some forms first, and then I'll take care of this deposit once the account is opened.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to need your name, address, and telephone number.
First name is Kushik, K-O-U-S-H-I-C-K. Last name's Kumar, K-U-M-A-R. The address is
Hello, everybody.
Oh, hello, Jay.
Hi. Hello. Thank you all for coming here today. As you know, we're here to decide on the hiking club's camping trip. First of all, where are we going to go? Any ideas?
Well, someone suggested that we go to the Gulf Islands this year.
Oh, the Gulf Islands are beautiful, and there are a lot of nice trails on Salt Spring Island.
Yes, but we'd have to take ferries. That's expensive.
I agree. It would cost too much to take the group to the Gulf Islands.
Yes, maybe you're right. Anyone else have any other ideas?
Well, what about Wells Gray Park? There are group camping grounds there with lots of things to do and lots of good mountain trails for hiking.
We could go canoeing, too.
It's a nice place, but I think it's too far. And it takes at least 8 hours to get there.
That's right. The drive is a problem.
Yes, you're right. The kids would get really bored.
And I don't think canoeing is a good idea. We'd need a lot of equipment, and I'm worried for the safety of the children.
Yes, I see what you mean. Well, what about Manning Park? It has group campgrounds, and it's not as far.
Manning Park is nice, and it only takes 2 hours to get there.
What if it rains?
We get wet.
If it rains, we won't go.
Did you have another idea?
Well, actually, I do. What about going to Mr. Wilson's farm?
I haven't been there.
I have. They have a couple of horses and a small lake for swimming.
And he's got a small campground with firewood and water. Only takes an hour to get there, and there are many good places to hike.
And what if it rains?
There's an old barn we can use if the weather is bad.
Sounds like a good place. What do you think, Esther?
I think it's a really good idea. We could help the Wilsons with some farm chores, and I think the kids would really like it.
Ivan, what do you think?
I haven't been there, but it seems like the best place. I'm sure the children will enjoy helping on the farm.
Great. We're all agreed then. We'll go to Mr. Wilson's farm. I'll call them tonight and let them know we're coming. Now let's talk about food.
Oh, I have some great ideas for lunches. And since we're going to be on a farm, what about a barbecue one night?
Hello, can I help you?
Yes, we'd like some information. We're planning our vacation.
Okay, do you know where you would like to go?
We were thinking about the Rockies or somewhere south.
Great, well, please have a seat. I can give you some information about some of our different holiday packages.
Thank you.
When would you like to leave?
Well, we'd like to leave around the 20th and come back around the 3rd.
Okay, just a moment, please. We'll have a very nice holiday package in Banff.
That sounds interesting.
Yes, it's a charter bus package leaving from Vancouver on the 22nd.
Charter bus. Could you tell us more about that?
Certainly.
Hi there.
It's a 7-day package. You leave at dinner time, sleep through the night on the bus, and arrive in Banff the next morning. This package includes accommodation and meals and some guided nature tours in the area.
Is it like a hiking tour?
Not exactly. There are some hiking trips and some sightseeing.
That's interesting. But I really wanted to play some golf.
Well, you could do some golfing in Banff as well, or have a special 10-day golfing holiday in the Okanagan, and it's very reasonable.
Well, the Okanagan. That sounds nice, too.
How much will it cost?
Well, do you qualify as senior citizens?
Yes, we do.
Well, it is cheaper for senior citizens. The total for the two of you would be $975 plus tax.
What does that include?
That includes your airfare tickets to Kelowna, your accommodation in a motel, and your golf course passes.
How about the meals?
The meals are not included. But there are several very reasonable restaurants nearby.
Is there a kitchenette in the motel room?
No, but I can book you in another motel, and it's not very far from the golf course.
Same price?
I'll just check. This motel is a little bit more expensive. You would have to spend about $15 per night more.
But we could do our own cooking, right?
Yes, there is a kitchenette right in the room, and there's a grocery store right down the street.
So we could save some money on the meals.
I think it could be cheaper staying at the more expensive motel.
You could save between $20 and $30 a day.
Oh, I like that.
If you would like to go, you would have to book very soon. There are very few seats left.
Can we make any changes after we make the reservations?
No, this package doesn't allow that. And if you cancel, you would have to pay a $100 penalty.
Is this holiday more expensive than the trip to Banff?
Actually, it's not. It's about $250 less.
I see.
I think golfing in sunshine will be quite relaxing.
I think so, too. Let's try it.
Sure. Can you make our reservations?
Yes, just a moment, please. Could I have your name, please?
The name is Wong, W-O-N-G.
Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Wong, I am booking you on Air BC, flight 024. It leaves Vancouver on the 19th at 7:50 a.m. and arrives in Kelowna at 8:45.
And when do we come back?
You leave Kelowna on the 29th on Air BC, flight 025 at 6:55 p.m. and arrive back into Vancouver at 7:40.
That's perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You'll need to pay within 3 days of making the reservation.
Okay. We could pay now, couldn't we?
Sure, why not?
And how would you like to pay?
We'll pay by check.
Okay, that will be fine.
Here.
And so it was...
$975 plus tax. That's $1,111.50.
1,100.
Hi, can I help you?
Yes, we're looking for a television set.
Well, we have many different models.
That's good.
For example, this 28-inch model.
I think that's too big.
It has surround sound and picture-in-picture capability.
I don't think we need a 28-inch screen.
What size screen were you thinking of?
I think 21 inches would be fine. What do you think?
Yes, 21 inches should be big enough. The bigger screens are too expensive.
How about these two sets? This one is $375, and this one is on sale for $449.
Why is this one more expensive than that one?
Because it has stereo sound and a better remote control.
Oh, and the other one?
It's cheaper because it has mono sound and a simpler remote control.
The picture quality is good on both of them.
You said this one's on sale for $449?
That's right.
What's the regular price?
It's $499.
That's a $50 savings.
Sure is.
What about this one? Does it have a remote control?
Yes, it does.
It's only $3.99. It's cheaper than the one you just showed us.
It's last year's model. The other is more expensive because it's a new model.
How about the features?
It has the same features as a new model. Remote control, stereo sound.
They both have a good picture.
The picture quality is the same.
Which one do you like better, Anthony?
Oh, I'm not sure. Let's think about it.
Good idea.
Sure thing. Take your time.
Well, I think we should put this one here.
Yeah, this cheaper has the same features. Why not?
So, have you decided which TV you'd like?
Yes, we have.
We're interested in that last year's model, the one with the remote control and stereo sound.
Oh, good choice. It's on special, so you'll save some money.
Well, that's what we thought.
So how about warranty?
It's fully covered. It comes with a 2-year warranty on parts and labor, and 3 years on the picture, too.
That's good.
Yes, it sounds like a good value.
Can you show us how to use a remote control?
Sure, no problem. First, you turn on the power with this button.
Press power to turn on.
Right.
And how do you change the channels?
You can select the channels with the numbered buttons or with the up and down buttons.
Ah, the up and down buttons change one channel at a time, do they?
Yes, they do. And with the numbered buttons, you can go directly to any channel you want.
Right. How about a mute button?
I think it's this button here.
Yes, that's right. You press it once for mute, and again to get the sound back on.
Is there an instruction manual for this?
Yes, all the instructions are in the manual, and it comes with the TV.
Oh, good.
So, what do you think?
Well, I like it. What do you think?
Yes, it has stereo sound. I like the remote control. It seems easy to use.
I think so, too. Okay, we'll take it.
Great, thank you. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. And how would you like to pay for this? Cash or charge?
Charge.
Charge. All right. $3.99 plus tax. Total is $454.86.
Right.
Please take this to the cashier, and when you pay, bring back the pink copy. We'll have your TV ready for you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go pay for this. Do you want to wait here?
Sure, or I'll just go over there and look at the computers.
Computers?
Just looking.
Computers?
That'll be fine. Thank you.
Hi, Louise.
Hi, Eric.
Are you ready to go over the employment records?
Sure, let's get started.
Okay, has this record been updated since the new fiscal year?
Yes, it has.
Okay, let's start with George. How long has George worked here?
George has worked here since 1985.
Okay, has he ever been promoted?
No, he hasn't, but he was transferred from sales to current accounts.
How long has he been working there?
He's been working there for 5 years now.
Okay, has he ever had a raise?
No, just a cost of living increase.
Okay, and what about Judy?
Judy has been here since 1990.
Isn't she on maternity leave?
Yes, she is. She's been on maternity leave for 2 months now. Have you seen her baby?
No, I haven't.
He is so cute. Anyways, Marcia's been filling in for Judy, and she hasn't had a holiday in almost 2 years.
How much holiday time has she accumulated?
She's accumulated 6 weeks.
She's gonna have to take those holidays soon.
Yes, just as soon as Judy's back, Marcia's planning a trip to the Okanagan Valley for a week.
The Okanagan's great. Have you been to the Okanagan?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do some water skiing up there. Have you ever been water skiing?
No, I haven't, but I've been wanting to try it for a long time.
Have you taken your holidays yet?
No, I've been waiting since the summer to take my holidays.
Why haven't you taken them?
I haven't been able to because I need somebody to fill in for me.
Really? Well, that isn't very fair.
No, it isn't, is it?
I mean, you work hard. You deserve a break.
Eric,
Yeah.
have you ever thought about filling in for me?
No, I haven't.
Well, would you fill in for me?
I guess I don't have a choice.
No, you haven't.
Hi, Tim. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Maggie. Hi, Maggie.
How's it going?
Oh, almost done.
Just about finished.
Good. Tom, you fed the pigs, didn't you?
No, I didn't feed the pigs. Tim, did you feed the pigs?
Yes, I did.
When?
About an hour ago. You want them fed every 6 hours, don't you?
Yes, I do. And you checked the grain feed, didn't you?
No, I didn't. Tom, didn't you check the grain feed?
Yes, I did.
Good. And there's enough grain feed for next week, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Plenty of feed.
Good. And you always check the feeding schedule, don't you?
Yes, we do. You want us to pick up some more grain feed?
Yes, I do. You can call the supplier this afternoon, can't you?
Yes, I will.
Good. Tim, tomorrow can you clean out the sheep barn?
Yes, I will. We usually clean it out every week.
Usually on a Thursday.
Good. Tom, can you pick up the chickens from Roger's farm?
When?
Tomorrow.
Sorry, I can't. The truck's being repaired.
Oh, right, I forgot. But it'll be fixed tomorrow, won't it?
No, it won't.
Why not?
They had to get some parts from Vancouver.
It's a drag, isn't it?
Sure is. Will the truck be fixed on Monday, then?
Yes, it will.
If they can get the parts.
Okay. So, can you pick up the chickens on Monday?
Yes, I can.
And we'll pick up the grain feed, too.
Okay, good. Well, any more questions?
No, I've got no questions. Tim, you got any questions?
No, no questions.
Okay, then. I'll see you later on this afternoon.
Sure thing.
See you later.
Bye, take care.
All right.
Hello?
Oh, hello, Mrs. Banks?
Yes.
Are you finished at the personnel office?
Yes, I'm all done. They told me I should come and see you.
Good. Well, we'll start you off right away.
Good, thanks.
This room still needs cleaning, so I'll explain to you what needs to be done, and I'll leave you to try it on your own.
Okay, that sounds good.
Have you done this kind of job before?
Yes, I've done similar jobs. I worked with an office cleaning company, and I also worked as a chambermaid in a motel.
I see. Working at the hospital is a little different. We have to look after the safety and comfort of the patients and also maintain strict cleanliness and hygiene.
I understand.
Okay then, you'll start by making the bed.
Should I change the sheets?
Yes, and when you change the bed linens, make sure there are no wrinkles on the sheets.
Oh?
It could cause bed sores. The patients usually spend most of the day in bed.
I see.
When you're finished with the bed, take the cloth, wipe down the table and all the counters. Make sure to rinse the cloth in the disinfectant solution.
Where's the solution?
Here. You'll mix it in this bucket. Always wear rubber gloves to protect your skin.
Okay. Then should I mop the floor?
No, you should save the mopping until the end.
Okay.
Next, you should clean out the bathroom. Use this strong cleaner and go over the bathroom fixtures twice.
Okay. And how should I clean the bathroom floor?
Use this squeeze mop.
Should I use this cleaner for the floor too?
No. Here, use this cleaner for the floor. It has wax in it and makes a nice job of it.
And I use this cleaner for the room floor too, right?
Yes. But before you do the floor, do the mirrors, the wall around the switches, and the door handles.
And I use this solution?
Yes. And for the mirrors, you'll find a soft rag on the cart.
No problem.
You have to remove all the dirty towels from the bathroom and replace them with clean ones.
Right.
And make sure to check the soap.
Okay.
When you're done with the bathroom, do the floor.
The bathroom and the room floor, right?
Right. It'll take about half an hour for the floor to dry. I'll come back and we'll go over your work together.
Okay. I'll start with the bed.
Sure. Nice work, Mrs. Banks. I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
Just one thing? Here. Your corners aren't right. If you tuck the sheets in like this, the bed stays neat longer.
Sorry about that.
No problem. It takes some practice to get it just right.
Perhaps you could show me how to do the bed properly.
Sure, that's a good idea.
Great, thanks.
Well, the table is spotless, the floors are clean even in the corners, and the bathroom looks good. Your work is very satisfactory indeed.
I'm glad to hear that.
I think you're going to be a valuable addition to our staff, Mrs. Banks.
Thanks.
Now, let's work on the bed.
Should I strip the sheets?
Sure, we'll start right from the beginning.
Okay.
And the tomato sauce is on special, 30 cents off. Cool.
Excuse me, is the manager here?
Can I ask what it's about?
I want to apply for that job that's advertised in the paper.
Oh, the paper's still listing that ad? I'm sorry, but I think the job has been filled.
Oh.
Listen, you never know when a job might come up. Why don't you talk to the manager? It wouldn't hurt to fill out an application.
Okay. Can you tell me what his name is?
It's Ms. Hiroko.
And can you tell me where I can find her?
She's in the stockroom, in the back.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, here. Thanks, man.
My pleasure. Excuse me?
Yes?
My name is Luigi Lupo.
Hi, I'm Hiroko. How can I help you?
Well, I dropped by because I'm interested in finding a job.
Oh, you mean the job we advertised in the paper? Sorry, I've already hired someone.
Yes, I understand, but I wonder if I could fill out an application form anyway, just in case another job shows up.
Why not?
Great, thanks.
Have you ever worked in a grocery store before?
Yes, I have. I've worked in my uncle's store.
Can you tell me what you did there?
Well, a little bit of everything. I stocked shelves, I made deliveries.
What did you do after you worked at your uncle's?
Well, I've done various jobs over the last 10 years.
Can you tell me what kind of jobs you've done?
Well, construction mostly. Some painting, some carpentry, and I've also done some gardening.
Why do you want to work in a grocery store now?
Because I love working with people.
That's very important for this job.
Oh, yes. If another job comes up, would you consider me for it?
Well, you seem to have the experience required for this job, but I've just hired someone to do the deliveries.
I guess I was just a little bit too late.
Well, sometimes I do need extra help here in the stockroom. Can you do heavy lifting?
Oh, yes, I'm very strong, and I've never been afraid of hard work.
That's what I like to hear. And if the delivery man's sick, you could fill in for him.
I'd be happy to.
Great. Are you interested in casual employment?
Yes, but I would prefer a full-time job.
I understand. It's possible this job could turn into full-time after the holidays start.
That'd be great.
Good. Here's an application form. You could fill it in now, or you could drop it off later.
Okay, I'll fill it in at home and bring it back this afternoon.
Sure, that's fine. Write down your name, address, and phone number. You can call me in a week or so to find out if there's any work.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. I hope things work out.
Me too. Bye now.
So long.
So, what did she say?
She gave me an application form to fill out. I'm going to drop it off later this afternoon.
Great.
Well, thanks.
What for?
Well, for telling me to talk to Ms. Hiroko. I've been looking for this kind of job for a long time.
Well, before you know it, we'll be working together.
I hope so. See you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
This. Who would do a thing like this?
This is terrible. Breaking into people's homes is the most disgusting thing. They left such a mess.
I feel like I want to cry.
Did they take anything special?
Yes. My grandmother's candlestick holders. I mean, what are they going to do with something like that?
They stole your computer from the bedroom, too.
Did they take the TV, too?
Yes, they did, and the VCR.
I don't know what to say.
Well, that's probably the police. I'll get it, okay?
Thanks.
Hello, I'm Officer Rankin.
Hello. Thank you for coming so quickly.
No problem. Esther?
Yes. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
This is very upsetting. They must have broken in this afternoon.
Yes, it is upsetting. I understand. Esther, were you home during the day?
No, I was at work. My shift is between 8:30 in the morning and 5 o'clock.
And were you here today, sir?
No, I came in about 30 minutes ago. I was going to take Esther out for dinner.
So that means no one was here between...
Between about 8:15 and 5:30?
Yeah.
Okay, now, do you have an answering machine?
Well, I did until this afternoon.
I see. And did you call in for messages during the day?
Yes, I called in twice. Once about noon and again about 3 o'clock on my coffee break.
And the machine was still here?
Yes, I have 2 messages in the morning and 1 message in the afternoon.
So the break-in must have happened between 3 and 5:30?
That sounds reasonable, unless the burglars were here already when Esther called in this afternoon.
Yeah, that really gets me.
How do you think they got in?
The lock on the front door is broken. I think they forced it.
Well, what I don't understand is, how did they get into the apartment building?
I'm always very careful to lock the doors.
Locks aren't always burglar-proof, and there are many ways they can get into the building.
When I got home this afternoon and saw all of this, I called the building manager, but he was away for the day.
The burglars may have taken advantage of that.
I guess.
Do you want to know what they took?
Yes, and your insurance company will need a list of stolen property as well.
No, that's okay.
Did they take any jewelry?
No, but they took a pair of silver candlestick holders. They were my grandmother's.
Oh, that's too bad. Were any other valuables taken?
They stole her computer, and she had lots of work stored on the hard drive.
No backups?
Not everything. I know my fault. I should do it.
Yeah. Anything else?
Well, they stole the TV and the VCR.
Oh. Have you noticed anything else missing?
Not so far, no.
You should check the whole apartment carefully.
Of course.
Well, at least they didn't damage too much.
Well, they left quite a mess in the bedroom.
Oh, can I take a look at that?
Yes, of course. It's this way.
Okay. Just relax. We'll call dispatch right away and fill out a report.
Thanks. It just makes me so upset.
We'll do our best to catch them. And maybe you'll get your candlesticks back.
I hope.
Thinking of flying?
Around the middle of next month. I don't have an exact date.
And you want to go to Lima?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, just a moment. I'll see what's available. Are you traveling on business?
No, I'm going to visit my family.
That's nice.
Yes, I haven't seen my mother and father in a couple of years.
I'm sure they're looking forward to it.
Yes, they are.
Okay. The best way is to fly from here to Vancouver, then to Los Angeles, and then catch a flight from there to Lima.
So I have to change planes in Vancouver and Los Angeles?
Yes, that's right. I have seats on the 14th, and then the next flight is on the 17th, but it's nearly full.
On the 17th?
Yes. Are you flying alone?
Yes, I am.
Then I can get you on either flight.
I think I'd rather go on the 17th.
Okay, and when would you like to return?
In 4 weeks.
Okay, let me see. 4 weeks later is the 14th. I can get you a flight from Lima, but the connection in Los Angeles isn't very good.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that you would get to LA late in the afternoon. You would have to wait about 6 hours before you catch your flight to Vancouver.
I understand. Can I stay overnight in Los Angeles and fly the next morning?
Well, you could, but you would have to pay more. With the stopover, it's an extra $200 plus your hotel.
That's a lot. Is there any other way to go?
I'll just check into it. You could fly through Mexico City, but then you only have half an hour between flights.
That seems very short.
Yes, it is. You might miss your connection. And then you have to change planes again in San Francisco and in Vancouver.
I think the first flight was better.
Would you like me to book that for you?
How much would that cost?
$1,178 plus tax, which brings it to $1,295.46.
And that's the cheapest rate?
Yes, unless you go on a charter. A charter would be $788 plus tax. It leaves on the 11th, but it's only for 2 weeks.
No, that doesn't work. I think the first flight was the best.
I think so, too.
Okay, please book that for me.
Okay. Could I have your name, please?
Yes, Manuel Ferreira. That's F-E-R-R-E-I-R-A. First name Manuel.
Good morning, sir.
Hi.
Where are you flying to today?
To Lima, through Vancouver and Los Angeles.
Do you have your passport with you?
Yes, I do.
Good. Do you prefer a window seat or an aisle seat?
I'd like a window seat, please.
And you're checking 2 pieces of luggage?
Yes, and one carry-on.
All right, Mr. Ferreira, I have you confirmed on Flight 134 to Vancouver with connecting flights to Los Angeles and to Lima.
Thanks.
You should be at the departure gate no later than 10 o'clock.
Will my bags be checked through automatically?
They will be checked through to Los Angeles, and then you will have to recheck them to Lima.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good flight.
I will. Thanks.
Why don't you just go feed the dog? Okay. Oh, this is a lovely spot. Why don't we sit over here? So, how does your daughter like school this year?
Well, most of the time she seems to like it a lot. She seems very interested in math.
Oh, Lisa's interested in math, too. Math comes easy for Lisa.
Maybe she's going to be an engineer.
Maybe. But reading is still a problem for her.
What do you mean?
Most of the time, she just doesn't like to read.
Have you had her eyes checked?
Yes, we did last year.
What did they say?
Well, they said they're okay, but sometimes I wonder if they're getting worse, because she seems to get tired just after a few minutes of reading.
Maybe you should have her eyes checked again.
Maybe we should. I'll make an appointment for her next week at the eye doctor.
Good.
If that isn't the problem, well, maybe we'll just have to get some extra help for her.
Well, reading doesn't seem to be a problem for Linda. She seems to like to read. The hardest thing for her is her spelling.
Oh, that's funny. Usually a child who likes to read has really good spelling.
Sometimes I think she just doesn't concentrate.
What do you mean?
Well, sometimes it seems as though she just doesn't sound the words out properly.
We've been practicing at home with Lisa. Practicing seems to help a lot.
Well, maybe that's the problem.
What?
We're not practicing enough at home.
Oh, it's hard to find the time.
I know what you mean, between school and all the other things, piano, gymnastics.
And soccer and dancing lessons. Tell me about it.
Lisa's interested in dancing?
Yes, Lisa loves dancing.
How often does she dance?
Her classes are usually twice a week. But now she wants to pick up swimming.
Swimming? Linda used to be afraid of the water.
Oh, and what happened?
Well, she had a really great swimming teacher last summer, and now she's really improved a lot.
Oh, that's great. It isn't the easiest thing to find the right teacher.
That's right.
And how about her piano?
Most of the time she loves it, but lately it's been difficult to get her to practice.
Well, they usually just don't have time.
Usually.
I wish Lisa were interested in music.
But she likes to dance.
That's true. But she just doesn't like piano. To her, dancing is much more fun.
Well, if kids aren't interested in something, there's no point trying to force them to do it.
Isn't that the truth? Remember your own childhood?
Sure do.
Hello. Are you Linda's parents?
Yes, I'm Anthony Ming, and this is my wife, Joyce.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Maria Ferlat. Please have a seat.
Linda's been telling us a lot about you, Miss Furlot.
Well, I've been teaching here for 5 years, and I have a good rapport with the children.
Yes.
So, how is Linda?
I have to say, I've seldom had a student as creative as Linda.
Creative? That's a surprise.
Well, that's the best way to describe her.
Could you explain how she's creative?
Sure. Did you ever read any of her stories?
Well, I've read some, but they were homework assignments.
Here's one Linda wrote just last week.
Can I see it?
Sure. It's about a happy girl and an unhappy girl who were invited to a birthday party.
And what happened?
The happy girl helps the unhappy girl, so they're both happy in the end.
Do you think Linda's been feeling unhappy?
Are you thinking that she's writing about herself?
Well, I'm a little worried about her. She's moody sometimes, isn't she?
Yes, she is. She likes to keep to herself sometimes.
She's usually very cheerful at school. She gets along well with everyone.
That's good.
She's always very polite.
I'm glad to hear that.
I wouldn't worry about her moods too much. It seems normal at that age.
I guess so, but I think we should spend more time with her.
That should help.
Yes.
As far as Linda's schoolwork goes, she's very consistent. Mind you, she's been having a few problems in geography lately.
What kind of problems?
Well, she just seems a bit unprepared in class.
She seems to be doing homework all the time.
Well, not all the time. Lately, she's been watching a TV show that she likes.
This is always a difficult age. Sometimes even good students are interested in doing anything but their homework.
I think she should watch no more than an hour of TV a day.
Well, that may be a little bit too strict.
But she needs more time to do her homework.
I agree with that.
She should study at least an hour a day if she wants to have good study habits.
I agree.
Now, do you have any other questions?
Yes, I have. Are you satisfied with her participation in the class?
Well, at the beginning of term, she was a little shy, but she has made great progress.
That's good to hear.
As I said, she's a very diligent student.
Well, thank you, Miss Furlot.
You're welcome.
We'll make sure that Linda studies her geography.
And encourage her in her creative writing.
I'm very interested in reading her stories.
Just ask her. I'm sure she'll be happy to share them with you.
I'll do that.
It's a real pleasure having Linda in the class.
And how is she in math?
Oh, no. Oh, what a mess. Hello, this is Esther Guevara in apartment 302? That's right, 302. I just got home and a pipe under my kitchen sink is leaking. Okay, see you in a minute then. Hi, come on in.
Hi.
Hi, I'm just mopping up.
Oh, was there a lot of water?
It's not too bad.
Oh, good.
I see you brought your tools. Are you going to fix it yourself?
Well, I'm going to try. Where's the leak?
Under the sink.
Let's have a look. Oh, yes, I see it. Let's try this. No.
Can I help?
Well, you can hand me those large pliers there.
Here you go.
Thanks. Well, that's that.
So, can you fix it?
I'm afraid not. I don't have the right tools.
Oh.
I'll have to call a plumber.
What's the problem?
There's a leak in the pipe just above the main shutoff valve. I had to turn off your hot water.
Turn off the hot water. Does that mean I won't have any hot water?
I'm afraid so. It's the main shutoff to the whole apartment.
Oh, no.
You'll have to wait for the plumber.
Well, I hope he gets here soon.
Well, I'll make a quick call. It shouldn't be any later than tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, I don't believe this.
Hello?
Hello, this is Esther Guevara in apartment 302.
Oh, yes. Is everything okay?
No, it isn't. You told me the plumber would come this morning to fix the pipe under the kitchen sink.
Oh, I guess he was held up.
Held up? This is the second day in a row he's been held up. And you promised this would be done in a day.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be there tomorrow morning.
I hope so. I still don't have any hot water, you know.
I am sorry. I'll see what I can do.
All right, then.
Mr. Carmichael, I need to talk to you.
Sure, what can I do for you?
It's been 4 days now, and I still don't have any hot water. I have to shower at my friend's.
Well, don't worry. I'll have it repaired by tomorrow.
You said that 2 days ago. You've been saying that since the pipe broke.
Well, you'll have to be patient. Plumbers take their time.
I have been patient long enough. I want hot water by tomorrow.
No problem.
Yes, can I help you?
I'm a tenant. Can you help me get some repairs done in my apartment?
Oh, what's the problem?
Well, a pipe started to leak underneath the kitchen sink. I called my landlord and he tried to fix it, and then he said he would call a plumber.
Well, how long has this been?
About 6 days. I have no hot water. I have to shower at a friend's. Doesn't the landlord have to fix it?
Yes, he does. Now, what was your name?
Esther Rivera.
Okay, Miss Guevara, if you'd just like to have a seat, I'll have an information officer speak with you right away.
Thanks.
Ms. Guevara?
Yes.
Hi, I'm George Simpson. So, how long have you been without hot water?
It's been about 6 days now.
Have you informed the landlord in writing that you need the pipe fixed?
No, but I've told him over and over again. He keeps promising to get it fixed, and then he doesn't.
Okay. You can make an application under Section 9 to bring the case to arbitration. If you win, then he'll have to fix the pipe immediately.
Okay, how do I make an application?
Fill out this form, leave one with me, and take 2 for yourself. Give 1 to the manager, and then he'll be obliged by law to come to the hearing.
Okay, can I fill it out here?
Sure. This paper here has the time and place of the hearing, so just come back at the time on that paper.
Okay, I'll fill it out right away.
Press Control and U. That's what I did. Hello?
Oh, hello, Joyce. This is Tasha.
Oh, hi, Tasha. How are you?
Well, I'm fine, thanks. And how about you?
Oh, I'm okay. This computer is driving me crazy.
Well, you just have to keep trying. You can do it.
I suppose.
Listen, I dropped by the Canada Employment Office after I left work.
Are you looking for a new job?
No. I had some employment information for my boss. I had to drop it off. But would you be interested in a job?
Why?
Well, they had a secretarial job listed on the board that you should check out.
I don't know. I haven't worked for some time.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to inquire about it.
I am interested. I'm just putting it off for a while.
Well, you should go down to the CEC as soon as possible.
Can you tell me who to see?
Well, just tell the receptionist that you're interested in the typing job listed on the Help Wanted board.
Thanks, Tash. I really appreciate it.
Lots of luck.
Bye-bye.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm interested in a secretarial job posted on the board.
Okay. Have you been here before?
No, I've just started looking for a job.
Okay. You have to fill out this application form first before you see a counselor. Have you worked as a secretary before?
I worked for 5 years or so before my children were born.
Okay, be sure and put that on the application form. And also include your job skills, the name of your former employer, and don't forget your social insurance number.
Okay, I'll do that right now.
Let me know if you need any help.
Thanks. Can you tell me when I can speak to a counselor?
It shouldn't be too long.
Thank you.
Mrs. Ming?
Yes, that's right.
Please have a seat.
Thank you.
I'm Mrs. O'Leary, your counselor.
Nice to meet you.
So, you've applied for a secretarial job?
Yes, this feels kind of strange. I haven't applied for work in a long time.
Which hours would you prefer to work?
Well, I would like regular hours.
I see here you have experience as a secretary. What are your job skills?
Well, I've handled bookkeeping and payroll.
Have you worked with the computer much?
I'm trained on the typewriter. I'm a good typist, and I've tried to improve my computer skills.
How well can you manage a computer?
Well, I'm just starting.
Well, I should let you know that the job you're interested in requires computer skills.
Oh, I see.
Have you considered taking a computer course?
Well, I've been taking a refresher typing class for the past few weeks.
It might be a good idea to consider taking a computer course. Most of the secretarial jobs with us require computer skills.
So, computer skills are required for most jobs?
Well, you could check the classified ads under Help Wanted. Sometimes other jobs are advertised in the newspaper. Anyway, you're registered with us, so if anything comes up, we'll let you know.
Thanks.
Can you tell me when you can start working?
Immediately. Well, as soon as I've arranged for childcare.
Good. Here's my card. And if I can be of any assistance, please make an appointment to see me.
Thank you for your help.
My pleasure. Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I think so. Are you?
Yes, I wasn't hurt. No, it looks like your car has some damage.
Was anyone hurt?
I think we're both okay, thanks. I don't know what happened.
Well, you didn't look. You just came straight out of the park.
I looked carefully. I didn't see you. I think you were going too fast.
Well, I think you were coming a bit too fast, but I didn't see you look before you backed out.
I did look. I looked out of my rearview mirror and my side mirror.
Well, what should we do? Should we call the police?
Well, it's up to you, but I don't think we have to if the damage is under $1,000.
Well, my van seems okay. It's only a broken headlight, but your car...
I think it will cost more than $1,000 to fix this one.
I don't think so. The taillights and bumper cannot be that expensive. What do you think?
I think you're right. I think it should be less than $1,000.
Well, I'm not so sure, but if you say so.
We'll see. Can I get your name and address? And I'll need your driver's license, too.
My name is Tony Hancock. That's Hancock. And my address is 563 Kirsch Street, apartment 12.
Tony Hancock, 563 Kirsch Street, apartment 12.
And my driver's license is 834-6351.
834-6351. Thanks.
And could I have your name and address?
Certainly. It's Brenda Hooper, Hooper.
Brenda Hooper.
1534 Pine Street, apartment 214, and my license number is 739-4947.
739-4947. Great. And could I get your name and phone number because you were a witness?
Well, okay. Michael Cherniak, Cherniak, 224-3891.
Thanks, Michael. We may have to call you later.
Sure, no problem.
I'll call ICBC to report the accident, and you should call them as well.
Thanks, I'll do it this afternoon. ICBC. Insurance Corporation of BC. Dial a claim. 520-8222. 520-8222.
Hello, ICBC. How can I help you?
Hello, I'd like to report an accident.
Okay, can you give me your name, address, and telephone number?
Yes, my name is Brenda Hooper, Hooper, and my address is 1534 Pine Street, apartment 214, and my phone number is 734-1207.
Okay, I need you to give me your driver's license, your license plate number, your registration number, and your car insurance information.
Yes, I think I have all of that right here.
How many vehicles were in the accident?
2.
Did you get the other driver's information too?
Yes, I did.
Good. I'll need that information in a moment. But first, I'll give you your claim number.
Okay.
It's E1798628.
E1798628.
Can you bring your car in at 1 p.m. next Tuesday?
Yes, I think I can.
Okay. Your appointment will be Tuesday at 1. Now, when did the accident happen?
It happened today, March 21st, at about 2:30 in the afternoon.
And where did it happen?
It happened at the exit of a parking lot on Maple Street.
And can you tell me how the accident happened?
Yes, I was backing out of the parking stall. Hi, my name is Brenda Hooper.
Yes, Miss Hooper. Could I have your claim file, please?
Yes, here it is.
And do you have all your information with you, your car insurance, your vehicle registration?
Yes, I brought everything.
Okay, an estimator will be looking at the damaged vehicle while we double-check your claim.
Okay, my car's parked right over there, and the damage is on the rear left side.
Okay, we'll get to that later. Now, how did it happen?
Well, I don't think that the accident was entirely my fault. I mean, I checked for other cars before I backed out. It's just I couldn't see around the parked van, and the other truck was coming so fast.
Okay, we're going to have to take a formal statement from you.
Fine. I'm just thankful no one was hurt.
For sure. Now, before we do the statement, let's make sure that the information in your file is correct. Could I have your documents, please?
Sure.
Matsude!
Yes?
Do you know where my ski goggles are?
They're in the closet.
Where?
On the shelf. In the closet. Don't worry, I'll bring them.
Okay, good.
Here they are.
Thanks. Now I have everything. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, by the way, did you get a chance to watch the weather report?
The weather report. Why?
Well, because I don't want to drive all the way up to the ski hill if there's no snow.
Don't worry, there will be lots of snow.
Yeah, how do you know?
Well, trust me.
Well, what's it like outside?
Well, it's pretty cold. I mean, it's only 5 degrees.
Well, it's colder than it was yesterday. Are there any clouds?
Yes, there are some clouds.
Well, it always snows when it's cold and cloudy.
Don't worry, there will be lots of snow, and there's supposed to be some more this afternoon.
Oh, yeah, are they predicting snow?
Yep, the weather forecast said there was a chance of snow at higher elevations.
Do you know what channel the weather's on?
Oh, I think it's on 26.
Yeah, okay. Okay, here we go.
And now let's take a look at weather systems across the country. Snow flurries on the Atlantic coast are expected today. St. John's currently reporting a high of around +1 with an overnight low of -2. Halifax is expecting +4 and 0. Moving inland, it snowed overnight in northern Quebec. In Quebec City, highs of -8 with an expected low of -15. In Montreal and Ottawa, highs of about +1 with lows near 0 and heavy snowfall predicted overnight.
Quebec always gets plenty of snow in the winter.
Do they get as much snow as in Halifax?
I don't know. Mind you, all of Eastern Canada gets a lot of snow.
Except Toronto. They don't get as much snow as in Halifax or Montreal.
That's true. But it's just as cold in Toronto as it is in the rest of the eastern provinces.
Yeah, we're lucky. It's so much warmer here in winter.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's the weather report for British Columbia.
As we move further west, we see Chinook-type winds in southern Alberta responsible for highs of up to 17 and unseasonable showers. In the interior of BC, a heavy snow warning and lows of -5 continue as the cold front moves toward the coast. The coastal regions of BC can expect continued cold with reported highs near 4 and lows of -1. Intermittent snowfall is expected for the region.
Intermittent snowfall.
Yeah, that's good. I don't want it to snow all day long.
That's true. And we do get some new snow.
Yeah, just a little bit of powder on top of the old base.
Yeah, great. I can hardly wait to put my skis on. Are you ready?
I am ready. My stuff's at the door.
Right then, let's go. Oops. Mansoud, do you know where my ski boots are?
More tea, Tasha? Thank you. Yeah, these muffins are really delicious.
Thank you. You know, I wanted to ask you something.
Sure.
I think there's an error on my visa statement. I wonder what I should do.
Oh, this garden shop charge?
No, this charge here. We never bought anything from the Green Acres Golf Club.
My goodness, $657.
And we don't even play golf.
Well, it must have been a mistake.
I'm sure it is. I think I'll call the visa office and tell them about the error.
That's a good idea. The inquiry number must be somewhere here on your statement.
Oh, here it is. I'll call them right now.
Sure. The information line is open 24 hours.
Oh, good.
Good afternoon, Visa Center. May I help you?
Yes, this is Mrs. Wong. I just received my statement, and there seems to be an error.
May I please have your account number, Mrs. Wong?
My Visa card number is 7465-871-341-960.
Thank you. And the expiry date, please.
The expiry date is 11/95.
That's 11/95. Now, what is the date on the bill?
The date on the bill was June the 1st.
Okay, Mrs. Wong, what item was charged to you?
The extra item was a charge from the Green Acres Golf Club.
All right, Mrs. Wong, I'm going to check on that, and I'm going to call you right back. I'm sure that we'll be able to find the problem.
Thank you.
What did they say?
She said that she'll check into it and call me back. You know, I've never had an unexplained charge on my Visa statement before.
Neither have I.
Hello?
Yes, Mrs. Wong, we found the error. It was a keen mistake.
A keen error?
Yes, that's correct. Your account number is similar to the number that should have been billed. The wrong number was keyed into the computer.
I'm glad you found the problem.
Well, I'm sorry for any inconvenience this might have caused you.
No problem. Will you be sending me a new statement?
No, we won't be sending you a new bill, but we will be crediting your account for the full amount.
That's fine. Thank you for taking care of it so quickly.
You have a nice day.
So, that's all settled.
Oh, have they found the error?
Yes, it was a simple keying error.
Oh, good.
So, thanks for your help.
No problem. Thank you for the tea and the muffins.
Oh, don't mention it.
Hi, Mansour.
Hi, Ali. You're back from work early.
Yeah, well, the traffic wasn't so bad today. It only took me 25 minutes.
25 minutes? Well, that's good. I know how much you hate driving in traffic.
Yeah. Busy?
Yeah, I'm just catching up on some letters to my family.
Well, how are they going?
Not bad. I even managed to write a letter to your sister.
Good. I am such a bad letter writer.
I'll say. Oh, no.
Is there something wrong with the mail?
I just got a notice for an NSF check. The check I wrote to the grocery store bounced. I guess there wasn't enough money in our account.
Let me take a look at this. You looked at the checkbook record before you wrote the check, did you?
Yes, I don't understand. I thought we had about $200 in our joint account.
Well, let's take a look at the record. I'm sure it's just a mistake. Oh, I remember. I forgot to record the car repairs.
The car repairs. Well, how much did you spend?
About $160.
Well, that's the problem. When I wrote the check for the groceries, they came to about $180. So I guess there wasn't enough money in our account to cover it.
Well, I'll take some money out of the savings account tomorrow and deposit it in our checking account.
Okay. And I'll phone the grocery store and apologize. I'd better go in tomorrow and pay them cash.
Good. Sorry about the mistake.
No problem. At least we can straighten it out.
Mm-hmm.
Smiley's Grocery. Can I help you?
Hi, this is Mansour Rand. I wrote you a check last week, and I've just received notice from my bank that there wasn't enough money in the account to cover the check.
Yes, the check was returned to the store today. I was about to call you.
My husband and I have a joint account, and he wrote a check without recording it. I'm very sorry about this. I'll come in tomorrow and pay you cash.
That's fine, Mrs. Rand, but you know we have a $5 charge on any return checks.
Yes, I understand. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye now.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
So, what did they say?
Oh, Mr. Smiley said I could come in tomorrow and pay cash.
Well, at least they're nice about it.
Unfortunately, they're going to charge us $5 for the return check.
Oh, that's too bad. I guess the bank will probably charge us something, too.
That's right. You could have bought me flowers instead.
I know. But I bought you this book by your favorite writer.
Oh, Ali, that's wonderful. I have been looking for this book for ages.
I know.
Oh, $8.50.
Hey. I paid for it in cash.
Hi, this is Mr. Healy's office calling for Joyce Ming. Could you give us a call, please, at 431-9989? Thank you. That's 431-9989.
431-9989.
Transom, Mr. Healy's office.
Oh, hello. This is Joyce Ming, returning your call.
Oh, yes, Joyce. Mr. Healy reviewed your application for the bookkeeping position, and he asked me to set up an interview for you.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Could you come in tomorrow morning at 9:30?
9:30. That's fine. Thank you.
Good. We'll see you tomorrow then. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yes, can I help you?
I'm Joyce Ming. I have an appointment to see Mr. Healy.
Oh, yes. I'll tell Mr. Healy you're here. Hello, Mr. Healy. Joyce Ming is here to see you. Fine, I'll send her in. Mr. Healy will see you now. First door on your right.
Thank you.
Mrs. Ming,
Yes, that's right.
pleased to meet you. My name is George Healy. Won't you sit down?
Thank you. It's nice to meet you, Mr. Healy.
Well, I looked at your resume. And I see you have experience with office work. Why don't you tell me a little more about yourself?
Well, I come from Hong Kong, and I worked for the bookkeeping department of a company like yours for 5 years after I finished business school.
Was it a large department?
No, there were only 3 of us. My duties included typing and bookkeeping, and I would replace the receptionist sometimes. After that, we came to Canada. I've been at home with my children for the last few years, and during that time, I've been a volunteer in the office at our community center.
Oh, yes, I noticed that. I think I've seen you there.
I'm at the front desk sometimes, and I keep the books there, too. I've been taking a course at the college for the past month to learn about computers and to get my typing speed back up.
Have you ever looked after a payroll?
Yes, I did the monthly payroll at my first job. I'm confident I can do the job.
Well, that's fine. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes. Can you tell me more about the company?
Yes, well, this is a good company to work for. We have good benefits, such as a medical and dental plan, and 3 weeks paid vacation in the first year. And the company is expanding, so there'll be lots of opportunity for advancement in the future.
I see. That's interesting. And can you tell me if this is a new position?
Well, no. We're looking for someone to replace our current bookkeeper. She and her husband are moving out of town. We're sorry to see her go.
And so this is a permanent position?
Oh, yes. We don't like to make too many staff changes in our bookkeeping section.
Yes, I understand.
Do you have any other questions?
No, I think that's all.
Well, if that's all, Mrs. Ming, I'd like to thank you for coming in. We'll let you know in a few days.
Thank you for seeing me, Mr. Healy. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
So, Roy, come here often?
Well, now and then. I like their coffee, and the muffins are great, too.
Yeah, I love the muffins.
I won't be able to afford this for long, though.
Yeah, I heard you lost your job. Mary told me.
Yeah, I was laid off.
Really? How come?
Oh, the company was downsizing, so now I have to find something else.
What sort of work are you looking for?
Anything right now.
Wait a minute, I just saw an ad for a job.
You did? Where?
Just around the corner in the camera shop.
The camera shop? When was this?
Just a few minutes ago. I stopped there to get my film developed.
What did it say?
Not much. Help wanted, that's all. Are you interested?
Sure. I'll go there right now.
Sure, why not?
Okay. Will you wait for me?
I'll be here. Good luck.
Thanks. Hello.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I'd like to ask about the job that's posted in the window.
Oh, yes. Do you have experience working in a camera shop?
No, I don't.
I see. What kind of work have you done before?
I used to work as a draftsman.
And now?
And now? I'm self-employed. I'm looking for a job.
Oh. And why do you think you'd like to work here?
I guess I want to learn a new job, and I want to earn some money.
I'm afraid this job doesn't pay very much money. It's part-time, 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. I can pay $8 an hour, plus mileage.
Mileage?
Yes, I need someone to do pickups and deliveries.
With my own car?
Yes, do you have a car?
No, I don't.
I'm sorry, you would need a car for this job.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
So, when do you start?
It didn't work out.
Oh?
Anyways, it's not exactly the job I want.
What happened?
First of all, she asked me if I had any experience working in a camera store. I didn't know what to say. I couldn't say yes.
But you have a good education.
She didn't ask me about my education. She asked me about what kind of jobs I'd done before, and then she asked me why I wanted to work in a camera store. I didn't know what to say.
You could have said you were interested in cameras.
I said I was interested in learning something new and earning some money.
And?
And she said it was a part-time job and I needed a car.
You're right. It doesn't sound like a job you're looking for.
No, it doesn't.
Do you know what sort of work you want?
I want a job where I can improve my job skills, prepare for the future, and make about $1,000 a week.
Those are good goals. I'd like that job.
Hey, I'll get it. You'll see.
Yeah, I know you will.
Miss Guevara, how can I help you today?
I would like to apply for a loan to purchase a car.
Is that for a new car?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I've been to the dealership and I got price confirmation.
Good. Have you ever had a loan with us before?
No, I haven't.
I see. But you have a savings and a checking account with us, right?
Right. This will be my first loan with your bank.
Good. I'll have to ask you a few personal questions for the credit application.
Okay.
First of all, where do you work?
I am a student and I work part-time.
And how much money do you make per month?
I make about $1,200 to $1,800 depending on the number of shifts I work.
Is this your only source of income?
At the moment, yes.
Mm-hmm. How long will you study?
1 more year.
Do you have any other loans?
Yes, I do, a student loan.
How much is that?
$15,000, but I don't have to pay it back until I finish my studies.
I see. Do you have any credit cards?
No, I don't.
No credit cards. Do you have any other savings or checking accounts?
I have a savings account at the credit union. It has about $800.
Do you have any other assets?
Assets?
Things you own. A car, jewelry, property of any kind?
No, not really.
Mm-hmm. And how much money do you need for the car?
I'll need about $6,000.
Over 2 or 3 years?
Over 3 years.
Just a minute, please. At the present interest rates, your monthly payment would be about $192. I'm sorry, but I can't approve your loan application.
You can't? Well, can you tell me why?
I'd really like to be able to help you, but you just don't have a good enough credit rating.
What do you mean by that?
You've never borrowed or paid back any money, and you don't have enough savings or assets to assure us that you could pay back the loan. I'm sorry.
I see. But you would lend me the money if I had more assets or I had borrowed and paid back money before.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, well, thanks for your time.
No problem. Perhaps you'd like to apply for a smaller loan to establish your credit rating.
Well, how about if I applied for a credit card?
All right, I'll get the application form.
Great.
Take milk, do you?
No, thanks. I'm cutting down on dairy products.
Good idea.
So, how did your interview go?
Well, I think it went okay. In fact, I think it was very good.
They didn't offer you the job, did they?
Not exactly. But they did ask me when I could start, and they said they would let me know this week.
Well,
it was very, very positive.
That's good. And what else did they ask you?
Well, the interview was with the accounting manager, Mrs. Pradham.
And what was she like?
She was nice. And she asked me if I had any bookkeeping experience.
So you told her about your experience with the construction company, didn't you?
Of course. I told her that I have 10 years of bookkeeping experience with a very large company.
Good.
And I also told her that I was the assistant to the department head and I handled the payroll.
And what else did she ask you?
She wanted to know what I was working on now and why I wanted to work for them.
What did you tell her?
I told her that I wanted to work for the company because the job looked interesting and also that I like working with accounts and payroll.
And?
Well, you know how it is. They are interviewing 4 more candidates. But she seemed quite interested in my experience.
That's great.
So anyway, what about you? Your interview was yesterday.
Yes, it was.
And who did you speak to?
I spoke to the Vice President of Human Resources, Mr. Lopez. I would say it was very, very positive.
So when do you start? Next week?
No, not yet. But this morning they called me back for a second interview, so they must like me.
Wonderful. So what did they ask you at the interview?
Oh, Mr. Lopez asked me about my experience, my employment history, things like that.
You did tell them that you worked for the United Nations, didn't you?
Yes. And I also told him about the 2 years I spent raising chickens in the Kootenays.
You didn't?
Yes, I did. He seemed quite interested.
He didn't seem surprised at the chicken farming?
No. He said it was good work experience.
Oh. Well, that sounds good.
Oh, I hope I get this job. It seems just right for me.
Well, I hope you get it too. That would be great. Good luck.
Good luck to you too.
Thanks.
Where would you like your tea?
Here, on the table, thanks. What time is it, Anthony?
It's almost 6 o'clock.
Oh, good. Would you like to watch the news?
Yes. I wonder if they'll have a report on the teacher strike.
Oh, I'm sure they'll say something about it. It's a very important story.
But don't you think they're getting too much publicity?
No, not really. I mean, Linda's teacher told me they could be on strike for a long time.
Have you ever asked Linda's teacher what she thinks of the strike?
No, I haven't.
And what's the main problem?
Well, the newspapers say it has to do with class size. But the other parents have told me it's really about teachers' salaries.
So who do you believe?
I don't know what to think. Linda tells us there's too many kids in her class.
I know what she means.
But the school board says there's no money for more teachers.
Well, I'm for smaller classrooms, but I'm against the teachers going on strike.
The editorial in today's paper says the same thing. Have you read it?
Yes, I have.
I guess we've just been lucky not to have a strike before now. Now, here's the news.
Good evening. In our lead story tonight, local teachers have failed to reach agreement with the school board and have set a strike deadline for 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Mayor Taylor expressed disappointment that talks had broken down.
Dear, it does sound serious.
Yes, I'm afraid so.
A representative of the Teachers Federation told a news conference that the main areas of disagreement are classroom size and salaries. The teachers have been working without a contract since last November.
What will the kids do whose parents have to work?
Yes, if we both had to work, who would look after our kids?
Exactly.
The school board has voted in the past hour to reopen negotiations with the teachers. That means that at least for now, there will be no strike. Good news for parents and teachers, maybe not so good for the students.
Whoa, what a relief.
I'll say, we better tell our kids to start doing their homework.
Yes, no holiday for them tomorrow.
Oh, the international news.
Hello, I'm Mark Jerwenko for Community News Hour. Today we'll find out what people in the community think about gun control. Excuse me, sir. I'm with CXR-KTV. Do you have an opinion about gun control?
Well, I don't like it, because I'm a hunter.
But criminals use guns, too. Don't you think the government should make it harder to buy guns?
No, I don't. I don't think they should change the law just because of a few bad apples.
Okay, thanks for your opinion. Excuse me, do you have an opinion about gun control?
To tell you the truth, just watching the news and TV makes me think nobody should be allowed to own guns.
Why is that?
Too much violence.
And what do you think should be done about that?
Well, I think it should be a lot harder for people to be able to buy guns.
You don't think people should have the right to buy guns?
No, I don't. I think guns are dangerous, and they promote violence.
Thanks. Do you have an opinion about gun control?
Yes, I do.
And what's your opinion?
I think we should change the gun laws.
Why do you think we should change the gun laws?
Because it's too easy for criminals to get guns.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I don't think changing gun control laws is the answer, because criminals are going to get guns anyway.
What do you think should be done about the increase in violence?
I think we need tougher laws against criminals.
But no gun control?
I don't think gun control will work. The society must deal with violence through social changes and through education, not through limiting personal freedom.
Okay, thanks for your opinion, sir. As you can see, people in this town have different opinions about gun control. Some are for it, some are against it. The issue of gun control is going to make a few more headlines before it's finally settled. This is Mark Jawenko for Community News Hour in Revelstoke, British Columbia.
What's that?
Lunch.
Oh.
Did you bring some lunch?
Yeah, I bought a sandwich and an apple.
I see.
Does anybody have any sunscreen?
Yes, I have some.
Oh, great. And a spare rod?
I do.
Fine. And did you bring anything to drink?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's okay. I brought a large juice. We can share.
Okay, I have a large one, too. So that should be enough.
Yeah, anything else?
Okay, what about the lunches?
I brought mine.
Me too. And extra cookies.
I got a sandwich and an apple.
For the whole day?
Well, I don't eat much.
We'll see. Anyway, I brought lots of grub. We'll be okay.
You know, this is a great place for fishing.
Really?
Last year, I caught 9 trout in an hour.
And that was a slow day. By the way, I caught 12 in half an hour.
12 in half an hour? Gee, I can hardly wait.
All right.
Sure is a nice day.
A real beauty.
Yeah, I say it's going to be fine all week, too.
Good. I like sunshine.
Did you get a bite yet?
Nothing yet. You want something to eat?
No, thanks. Why aren't they biting?
It's a little too warm out yet. Want a cracker?
No, thanks. I'm not hungry. It's too warm.
Warm, cold, wet, dry. It's all part of the great fishing experience.
Tell me about it. Last summer I was fishing on Cedar Lake in Manitoba.
Was it hot?
Hot. It was boiling, 40 degrees out. I had to sit in the lake all day.
I know what you mean. 2 years ago, I was fishing in Medicine Hat in Alberta. 45 degrees in the shade. It was so hot, we laid our fish on a rock, a little salt, a little butter. For lunch, we had fried fish.
45 degrees in the shade? Wow.
That's nothing. I was fishing at Great Bear Lake once.
In the Northwest Territories?
Yeah. The weather there is so unpredictable. In the morning we went out, it was fine. There was not a cloud in the sky. After lunch, all of a sudden this thunderstorm pops up. And I'm talking thunderstorm.
Yeah, I know those. Worst I ever saw was in Moose Jaw.
Oh, yeah.
Moose Jaw? Where's that?
Moose Jaw? That's in Saskatchewan. Anyway, we were out there ice fishing when the blizzard hit.
Blizzard?
Yeah. The wind was so strong, it blew the roof right off of our fishing shack. The temperature dropped to 35 degrees below zero.
35 degrees below zero. What happened next?
It got colder. It got so cold the thermometer broke.
It broke from the cold?
Yeah. Must have been well below 50.
Well, did I ever tell you about the time I was out in the Bay of Fundy?
No.
Well, it was so cold then, we had to follow the icebreakers just to put our lines in the water.
Oh, darn mosquitoes.
Well, it's that time of day. Want some spray?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Last year in the late spring, we were at the Great Lakes. You know, out in Ontario there. By 5 o'clock, we were covered with black flies.
Yeah, and mosquitoes. I mean, big suckers like this.
When I was in Malaysia, We were attacked by a snake. Big cobra. We had to use a machete to fight it off.
I know what you mean. Once I got caught up in a clutch of rattlesnakes. Big suckers.
A clutch?
Yeah. You should have seen the size of them. They were about, well, I guess from that end of the lake there to about here.
Mansouri, listen to this. It says that the Prime Minister promised yesterday that he will set up a task force to investigate a national daycare program. What a waste of money.
Why do you think that's a waste of money?
Because I think people should take care of their own children. I mean, why should the taxpayer have to pay for child care?
Well, don't you think it would be easier for a mother to work if she knew she had good child care? It's a good anti-poverty program.
Well, I think that if a woman has children, she should stay at home and take care of them.
Yeah, well, that's easy for you to say. We don't have any children. But keep an open mind.
Coffee?
Yeah, thanks. Have you ever thought about what would happen if we had a child? Would I have to quit my job?
Well, we would manage somehow.
Oh, come on, Allie. Who can manage these days on one income?
Well, don't get me wrong. I support a woman's right to work. Just don't tell me that a child's daycare should be supported with the taxpayers' money.
Well, I disagree. I think it would be a good way to enforce an affirmative action program for women and minorities. I mean, come on. The government is always telling us that they're going to adopt an affirmative action policy for women and minority groups.
Yeah, and next you'll be telling me you support a quota system.
Are you saying you're against quotas for minority groups?
Well, no. Not exactly.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Waves, where
I like this program.
On the news. I'm your host, Charlotte Polos, and today our subject is the National Daycare Program. First of all,
yeah, this should be interesting.
Yeah.
Program. We will return to the issue of medical care sometime next month. My guest in the studio today is Dr. Robert Jensen, a child psychologist and an expert in parenting. Dr. Jensen, what do you think of a national daycare program?
Well, Charlotte, I'm against it. I'm just worried that if we have a national daycare program, more parents will choose to put their children in daycare at a younger age.
I don't think that's going to be a popular point of view with our listeners.
Well, maybe not, but I believe that young children should be with a parent.
Yeah, he means with a mother. I mean, he can say that because he's a man.
That's unfair. We should respect his opinion. After all, he is an expert.
If he is such an expert, maybe he can tell us how families are supposed to live on one income.
Mansouri.
But what about parents who have to work?
Well, certainly I understand that sometimes both parents must work. In those cases, hopefully a grandparent or another relative could look after the children.
Okay. Let's open up the phone lines. I'm speaking with Dr. Robert Jensen about whether daycare is good for children.
That man is against women.
No, he's just for children.
I don't think so. I mean, he said that a woman should stay home and look after the children.
The phone number is 862-4949.
I'm going to phone.
Child care is going to affect men and women.
Be my guest.
That number again, 862-4949.
Yes, I realize
Thank
it's
you.
a very serious issue. But I still think that the bonding, which is so important for children to take place with their parents, is paramount here.
Okay. And I believe we have our first caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Hello. My name is Mansouri.
Hello, Mansouri. What's on your mind this morning?
Well, I'd like to take issue with something that Dr. Jensen said.
Why don't you tell us about it?
Well, I just want to say that I respect Dr. Jensen's right to an opinion, but I don't think he's considered a woman's point of view.
On the contrary, I believe I'm very pro-woman.
Well, you said that women should stay home and give up their jobs.
I don't think I said that.
Have you ever had to use daycare, Mansouri?
No, I haven't. I don't have any children. But I think a national daycare program will help women to get better jobs.
I know what you mean, but I still insist that young children should be cared for by a parent or a relative.
Yes, but don't you think that if the parents have no choice, it's better for the child to be cared for by a trained child care worker?
You have a point, yes.
I mean, I agree that it's better for a child to be with her family, but sometimes that's not always possible.
A good point. Thanks for your call, Mansoure.
You're welcome. Thanks for listening.
Before we go to the next caller, Dr. Jensen, could you tell us about your new book?
I thought you expressed yourself very well.
Thank you very much. Did you really think so?
Yes, I did. But I still disagree with you.
Well, it's a free country.
Yes, it is.
I wish they'd turn off that TV. Watching TV is just a waste of time.
I don't think TV is a complete waste of time.
I agree with Joe. It says in today's newspaper that TV is making people more violent.
Who said that?
Here. It says here, a recent study says that young children become more violent after watching violence on TV.
Do they have proof, or is that just their opinion?
Well, you know what these studies are like. They tell you something different every week.
I still think it's unfair to say that all TV is bad. I'm anti-violent, but I still think there are some good shows on TV, too.
To be fair, I have to agree with that.
Well, I can disagree.
I'm going outside for a cigarette.
Nowadays, you have to freeze if you want to enjoy your smoke.
It's her choice.
My choice? Don't you think it's unfair that they make us go outside to smoke?
Well, actually, as a non-smoker, I'm really against secondhand smoke.
Well, I'm not exactly for smoking, but I'm against Sue having to go out in the cold.
My doctor told me that breathing in secondhand smoke is as bad as smoking yourself.
Believe me, I'm not pro-smoking. I'm all for quitting. See you in a minute.
What does the newspaper have to say today?
It says the transit workers may go on strike.
Who said that?
The president of the union told a news conference.
What exactly did he say?
He says that if management doesn't give them a raise, they'll go on strike.
I don't think transit workers should be allowed to strike. This makes me really anti-union.
Well, apparently a spokesperson for the premier told the union that the government might make it illegal for them to strike.
Well, I'm for the union, and I'm against forcing strikers back to work.
When are they going on strike?
It says here the strike deadline is Tuesday.
So they're going on strike on Wednesday?
I guess so.
Great. Getting to work is going to be a nightmare.
Hello? Hello? You Eddie?
Yeah. And you are? Hi, I'm Jack Puente. Oh, yeah, right. Nice to meet you. So, you're looking for a job? Yeah, I saw your ad in the paper, so I called your office. Have you had any farming experience? Yes, I have. I used to work up at 100 Mile House on Thompson's Ranch. Oh, yeah, Thompson's Ranch. They got a pretty big herd up there, don't they? Yes, they do. So, what'd you do there? Herd management, ranch hand, that kind of thing. What'd you do before? Before that, I used to work on my uncle's farm in the Kootenays. He had a small farm, about 15 cows, some sheep, horses. What'd you do there? Everything. Milking, feeding cows, looking after the horses, cutting hay. Like on a small farm, right? Right. So, any other farming experience? Well, before that, I was in high school. I grew up in the Okanagan. Your folks have a farm there? No, they had a small orchard, just for the family. My dad was a logger and worked in Vernon. Oh, yeah? So you like farming? Yeah, I do. I like working with the animals. Have you had any agricultural courses? No, I haven't, except for a short night course when I was in the Kootenays. Oh, yeah? Well, you'll need more training if you want to work here, especially if you want to get into herd management. Well, actually, I do, and I don't mind taking more courses. Oh, that's good. Because the college up the road has some good courses in animal husbandry. Great, I'll check it out. Okay. And give me a call, 2 days, say Thursday. I've got some other people I got to interview. Okay, well, thanks for your time. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Take care.
Yes, I was raised on a farm. My folks farmed near Pemberton.
So you've been on a farm most of your life?
No, I haven't. After I finished grade 10, I went out to the coast, worked on some fishing boats for a couple of years.
Oh, yeah? What was that like?
It was okay, but I missed the farm. I really like farm life.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I stayed on the coast for another couple of years, worked in the canneries, finished off my high school.
What'd you do then?
I went down to Vancouver and took some agricultural courses at BCIT and at the Fraser Valley College.
So you've got formal agricultural training?
Yes, I do. I finished the farm management program.
What'd you do then?
I ended up working on a farm up in the Peace River country. I've been there for about 10 years now. The work is really hard because of the short season, but I don't mind that.
So you're still working there?
Yes, I am. But I told the manager that I wanted to move down here to be closer to my folks. They're getting older and...
That's why you want to work here?
Yeah. I heard about your farm from a friend of mine. He said you were looking for some help.
Yeah, we are. We need somebody to help with herd management and with the machinery.
I'd like to do that. I have experience with both.
So tell me more about this job up in the Peace River.
Well, I started out on a dairy farm. We had about 50 calves every year. We'd keep 20 for the herd, and then we'd sell the rest.
Hello, Bill. Hi, Allie. Come on in. Have a seat. Thanks. Are you ready for your performance evaluation?
Yes, I sure am.
Doesn't seem like a whole year since your last evaluation, does it?
No, it sure doesn't.
Did you get a chance to read my comments on the evaluation sheet?
Yes, I read them carefully. I was interested in seeing what you thought of me.
Well, that's good. Why don't we talk about it?
Sure. Where would you like to begin?
Why don't you tell me how it's been for you? This last year, I mean.
Well, it's been good. I've had several interesting projects, and the customers seem happy.
Yes, I've had some very good feedback from clients.
Good. Glad to hear that. One of the things I've enjoyed the most this year has been my participation in the training program. I never realized I could enjoy teaching so much.
Yes, Donna Jones in the training department has been asking me if you would be available again next year.
Oh.
Are you interested in doing more teaching?
Yes, absolutely. I get to work with staff, and I get to brush up on my own skills at the same time.
Well, good. We'll have to make sure you spend at least a few weeks in the training department this coming year.
Sure. I noticed on your evaluation form, if I understand you correctly, that you seem a little dissatisfied with my written reports.
No. Usually I'm quite satisfied with your reports.
Well, here, you say I demonstrate a good command of business language, although the tone of my reports is often formal. Could you explain what you mean by that?
Yes, I meant that sometimes you use rather formal language. For instance, you might write, in the event of the client relocating, instead of, if the client moves. They mean the same thing. It's just that the first one's a bit wordy.
What should I do about it?
Well, I don't think it's anything to worry about. It just seems to be your writing style.
But if I can improve on my writing style, then...
Why don't you talk to Donna? I'm sure she may know of some business writing courses. I'll support you on this.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Other than that, I'm very pleased with your reports. They're accurate, and you have good organizational skills.
Thanks.
So, let's talk about your career goals. You've been with the company for, what, at least 10 years?
I've been working for the company for 12 years.
And are you satisfied? Do you feel you're making progress?
Yes. I feel satisfied most of the time, but I'm interested in moving ahead, too.
Yes, well, we all feel a little like that from time to time, don't we? You should know that we consider you a candidate for any promotions that come along.
I appreciate it.
You're a real asset to this company, Alec.
I'm glad to hear it.
Okay, then. Thanks for a job well done.
Thank you. It's been a great year.
Yes, it has. We'll see you later, Ellie.
We'll see you, Phil.
Hi, Ellie.
Hi, Mansude.
Do you need any help with dinner?
No, dinner will be ready in about 2 hours.
Okay.
How was your day?
Oh, busy, as usual.
Yeah.
How was yours?
Fine. I had my performance evaluation today.
That's right, that was today, wasn't it?
Oh.
How did it go?
Pretty well, I think. These things are usually quite straightforward. Phil and I each fill out an evaluation form, and then we go over them together.
And so what happened?
I said I'm interested in working in the training department again this year, and Phil agreed. He said I'm being considered for promotion, if it comes up.
Congratulations.
Uh-huh.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should go out to dinner and celebrate.
But it was only a job evaluation.
But I still think we should go out to dinner.
You wouldn't happen to be hungry, would you?
Did Phil also tell you you have an amazing ability to see right through people?
All right. Where do you want to go?
There is a great new Vietnamese restaurant just down the street.
Okay.
While we're on our way, do you mind if we just